Hi there, this is Lee from Otter's Amsterdam SEO. We spoke earlier and I know you told me that you already had a marketing team, and I completely respect that. I thought I'd still just drop you this video just to show you, what your marketing team is doing for you, and maybe point out a couple of things that you guys can improve upon. So I'm going to show 3 things today in this custom video. This is going to be around content, around citations, and around backlinks. So these tips are free and you can use them to increase your traffic and get more customers. So as you can recognize probably your website, I think it looks great. I like the photos. I think it's really appealing. The one thing I wanted to go over is around content. So when you work with Google, in order for them to rank your website, they do require that your homepage has about 1,500 to 2,000 words of content. And the reason for that is you need that amount of words with relevant buyer intent keywords so that Google can crawl the different websites and they can determine what websites are the most relevant for their searches. So if you don't have 1,500 or more words, then it's very difficult for them to actually rank you high on the websites. So looking through your website at the moment, very nicely laid out, but if I had to guess, I'm guessing around 700 to 800 words. So we could probably be looking at about double the amount of content, and then Google should be ranking your website much better. If you take a look at one of your competitors that I've found on Google, that's currently number 1. You'll see that they've got a nice call to action right at the top here, which I think is great. And they have slightly more content than what you have. I think they would probably be closer to about 800 to 1,000 words of content. So still not really at the 1,500 meter mark, so still quite beatable. The second thing I wanted to go through with you is on Google itself, right? So if you type in a buyer intent keyword like duck deckers in Amsterdam, the first part that comes up is the Google Ads section. So this is where you pay for to be in this prime real estate. And I think it works well, but you have to pay for it. And it's only short-term gains, not really long-term sustainable. The second part that we're looking at is what they call the Google Map listing. Now, this is where Google has details like your what they call a citation, like your name, your address, your email, as well as your website. And the more citations you have that are placed on directories and other websites that know about your company, the more you have, then the higher you'll be placed in the Google Map listing. And as you can see, the top 3 here have a very, very prime real estate where people can find them quite easily and actually navigate to the website. So the idea is definitely want to get into this top 3. And in order to do that, you need to be able to increase the number of citations that your website has. The third thing I want to go through here is what they call the organic search results. Now, this is very important because this is how Google ranks your website, and they place the websites here, the results, according to the buyer intent keyword. Statistics have shown that people that come to these results, 28% of people, they click on the first result that they see. 15% on the second result and 10% on the third result. Less than 9% of people actually go past the first page of Google. I did a quick look. I think you're at the moment around about page 12 or 13 on Google search results. Not really a place you want to be. You really want to be in the first page of Google so that you can get all this traffic. So the next question is, how do you get to this first page and to these top 3 positions on Google? We use a tool called Ahrefs, and what this does is you can put in your website, and this actually gives you information of how Google actually sees your website. So I've put your website in here, and what we see here are the first 2 numbers, which is your UR and your DR. Your UR is the trust rating. This is how much Google trusts your website. At the moment, it's around a 14. Typically, like to get it about 30, 40 if possible. DR is your strength rating. This is how powerful Google thinks your website is. So once again, also want to get it to 30, 40 if possible, so you can actually rank higher. You've got 46 backlinks at the moment, and a backlink basically, all that it is basically a shout out from another website to your website. So there's someone that wrote something about your website and has a link actually pointing to your website. So of course, the more of these backlinks that you have, and also the quality of those backlinks, the higher Google will actually rank your website as well, because then you are seen as more trustworthy and relevant. The referring domains are the actual websites, other websites are pointing to your website. So you've got 14 at the moment. And then I'm going to come to organic keywords now, but at the moment you have about 479 organic traffic coming every month to your website. So at the moment, organic keywords, you have about 640 keywords that Google have picked up in your web site, basically. And those are the keywords that they are going to use to actually index your website, so they can actually rank you on Google so people can find you. Looking at that same competitor who we looked earlier, you'll see the trust rating is at 24, so a little bit higher than what yours is. And their DR is around 25, which is the power index, so quite a bit higher than yours, and quite a good reason of why they're actually ranking so high in Google at the moment. They also have a high number of backlinks, quite a bit of backlinks here, and also probably high quality, and also a high number of websites actually pointing to them, 230 of them. So with these in mind, this is why they're actually ranking so high. And if you look at their traffic, they're getting 1,600 users per month coming to the website. So, I mean, they're getting a large chunk of those people searching on Google and getting that traffic, and that's where you want to be. They have 613 keywords, and if we take a look at those keywords that I talked about, these are the actual keywords that users or people type into Google to search for things, and this is what they've picked up. So to give you an example, when people type in Dakonderhoud, Rotterdam, there are 1,000 people a month that are searching for that term. So your competitor at the moment is getting roughly 30% of that traffic right now, and that's what you really want to get. And you'll see there's a bunch of these terms around here. There's Dakonderhoud, Rotterdam, there's in Eindhoven, in Haarlem, and all these other places, and there's a lot of traffic. You can see that roofing is a big industry in the Netherlands. So basically what I covered in summary is you want to get your content of your website, your homepage, up to about 1,500 to 2,000 words, so that Google can easily index and rank your website, and make sure it's, of course, keyword specific, so Google can rank you for the right things. You want to get your number of citations up so that you can be placed in a Google map listing. And third is you want to get these backlinks and referring domains up, or also the quality, so that Google can see you as more relevant and more powerful, and then of course place you high up in the Google organic listings. So once again, this is all free information, and you can speak to your marketing team and see if you can implement these tips and tricks to help you place better. If you want to reach out to us to get more information or a free consultation, please feel free to reach out, give me a call, email, or text. I'll be happy to help. Have a good day. Cheers.